What's going on, guys? Yes, Fortminorproject back at it again in here for the video for you guys for today. And then with you with the double header on my WWE NXT UK Takeover Cardiff, and as well my AEW 2019 pay-per-view reviews, thoughts and opinions. You know what's coming up next. As always, roll that damn intro.
Inside me, a light was turned on. Then I was alive. If you close your eyes, your life, a naked truth revealed. The dreams you never lived and scars never healed. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side. If I've been waiting there, you'll see it if you just close your eyes.
Alright, let's get this situated. Trying to see what's up. And okay, so all situated. Gonna be actually doing two reviews, starting with NXT UK Takeover and as well AEW All Out. And basically, it was a pretty busy weekend for professional wrestling. And I'm on Periscope. You can check it on here as well as the replay, and as well I'll be trying to upload it on my YouTube channel. You'll be seeing that later, and we'll see how that goes about. So got the tablet as always, and gonna start things off as always first with NXT UK Takeover for this one. And with the first match where we had Noam Dar and as well Travis Banks starting things off for NXT UK Takeover. And Noam Dar actually being there and stuff like that has been pretty damn cool. I'm sure it's going to be most likely a mainstay, and Noam Dar was able to take out and defeat Travis Banks. So we'll see where that goes. I kind of want to see it continue and everything. I like Travis Banks. I think he's really cool. So we'll see what happens with that. Then what we had basically a surprise like bonus match, if you will, even though it was kind of mentioned that Cesaro was actually looking to be in action against who we didn't really know, and he did show up. We had him against Dragunov, and that was pretty interesting. I don't know if Cesaro is going to be doing more of that and being a part of NXT UK and everything more often, but you know, it could be just a one-time thing. So Cesaro actually having a very interesting match, so he was able to get his win. Then we had the NXT UK Tag Team Championships on the line. We had a triple threat tag team match in this one. We had Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, and as well as Zach Gibson and James Drake, and as well Mark Coffey and as well Wolfgang. And this one was actually a really good tag team match. It was really back and forth from what I remember. And in the end, Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews actually got the tag team title, so that's really cool. Really cool for Mark Andrews. I'm happy for him, so that's really dope there. The next match, we had last man standing match, Joe Coffey and as well Dave Mastiff in this one. And you know, I remember seeing like the table spot and everything. They went into the crowd and stuff like that. I think at one point, like the top rope was actually exposed and everything. They kind of used that too as well. So they were doing, you know, pretty much most of the stops here in this one, and Joe Coffey actually getting the win there. And we'll see what happens with that. I'm sure that'll continue as well. Then the NXT UK Women's Championship match where we had Kaylee Ray and Toni Storm, and this one pretty surprised me. It's really crazy that we don't have Toni Storm as UK Women's Champion, so Kaylee Ray was able to get her win and stuff like that. So, gonna see where that goes, and pretty interesting that Kaylee Ray was able to get a win. And as well for the main event, obviously for the United Kingdom Championship, Tyler Bate and Walter in this one-on-one, back and forth, and this one was really good. Definitely highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out already. Of course, Walter was able to actually win and retain the United Kingdom Championship, so I don't know at this point who's going to be able to stop Walter on this one, so that remains to be seen. And that's about it for NXT UK Takeover. Those were the matches and what happened, stuff like that. And we don't really get to see these that often. It's like every once in a while things when the next one could happen. So we'll see what happens with that. So decided to come on Periscope, and it's been a long time since I've done the Periscope video, as a matter of fact. So I wanted to take more advantage of it more, and I might be doing this probably a little bit more often for reviews and stuff like that, maybe predictions or other stuff that remains to be seen. So we'll go ahead and move on to AEW All Out, which was a little bit afterwards and everything, and where we had, of course, the buy-in in this one in the Battle Royal, and we have Nyla Rose actually winning it, so that's pretty interesting there. I actually see her winning the Women's Championship, to be all honest, but that's just me, so we'll see where things go. So that was it for that as well. The next match where we had Jake Evans and as well Angelico and the Private Party in this one. I was actually going for Angelico and as well with Jake Evans, but the Private Party actually were able to get the win. I was pretty surprised on that, and as well Angelico and Jake Evans basically, not happy that they lost and everything, so kind of like being the heels in this one. So I think that's probably what they're going for in terms of that. So that was basically the buy-in and what happened there. And we get into the main card, and where we had basically a tag team match to open things off. And this was really cool. I really enjoyed this tag team match with SCU and Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, and as well they had Marco Stunt. I'm still trying to get used to names in AEW, but I know a good majority of them, which is a really good thing. And Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are definitely one of my favorite tag teams, and this could have went either or, to be all honest. And SCU actually getting the win, I'm not really mad at it either, so, I was still fine with it and who won regardless, so it was really cool to start things off that way, I will say that. Next match where we had Pac actually showing up. Pac showed up and he was able to face Kenny Omega. These two, they're going back and forth, and it was supposed to be Jon Moxley, but he's actually out with, from what I hear, of an elbow injury, which is crazy. I know a bit about that, so he's definitely going to be out for a while, which sucks and everything, but it was nice to see Pac as well, and showing out his pure evil side, if you want to put it that way. So Pac was able to get the win pretty surprisingly over Kenny Omega. The next match, which was probably one of my favorite matches of the night, the triple threat match too, as well, where we had Jimmy Havoc and as well Joe Janela and Darby Allin, these two going at it. We saw the Cracker Barrel battle and all that stuff going at it. Of course, the staple gun actually being involved with stuff like that. So, it was probably one of my favorite hardcore matches that I've seen overall as a whole in wrestling so far. So, we had Jimmy Havoc actually getting the win. So there you have it with that, and we'll see what's going to be happening with the rest of it between all three of them, as a matter of fact. Then we had the next match. Didn't really care for it too much. I was hoping for a win with the Best Friends, and of course this one with the Dark Order. I don't really care for that team, but they actually ended up getting the win and everything, and it is what it is with that. And I know at one point you also had Orange Cassidy show up and stuff like that. I haven't really seen too much of him, but I want to see more of him. I'm pretty interested, and who knows what he'll be actually literally doing and stuff like that. So that wasn't just the only other call up, if you want to put it this way, that AEW was interested in. Then we have the next match, and I'm not trying to botch any names here for myself, but we had Rio and as well Shida on this one, and Rio was able to get the win. So basically, who were able to win this one will be able to face Nyla Rose, and when we see who will be the new women's champion for AEW. So there's that, and we basically had the pieces to the puzzle coming together there. The next match, probably another one of my favorite matches of the night, definitely for sure, with Cody, and as well for Shawn Spears. And I'm still getting used to Shawn Spears as a heel and everything. I'm so used to him being a face and stuff like that. So We did have Arn Anderson getting involved, which is really dope as hell, and trying to just lay down the law and everything and make it a one-on-one match. And of course, Tully Blanchard was there and stuff like that, Tessa Blanchard's flowers. So, you know, a lot of stuff really went into it, and in the end, Cody was able to get the win. I'm really interested in this feud, so I'm really liking it. So for one of my favorite ones in AEW thus far. Then we had that ladder match, the AAA Tag Team Championship match, and when we had the Lucha Brothers and as well the Young Bucks and everything. Of course, they used the ladders to their advantage and everything. Of course, back and forth, and the Lucha Bros were able to actually get the win. And we saw another surprise with LAX. Everyone was wondering whether we're going to go after Impact Wrestling, whether go basically for them for WWE, or was it going to be AEW? Of course, AEW, they showed up and stuff. I wonder if Conan is going to get involved, and maybe he'll be with them again, and I would like to see that. So I'm sure the feud isn't over between LAX and as well the Lucha Bros, since they've been having, you know, themselves with the feud as well, and Impact and everything. And of course, then we get into the main event, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and as well being defended for the very first time to see who would be the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion between Chris Jericho and Hangman Adam Page in this one. And this one, you know, these two basically doing everything that they can and stuff like that to see who will be the world champion. And in the end, we have Chris Jericho being world champion. Can't really say I'm really mad at it either, since he does deserve it and stuff like that, in my honest opinion. I know there's other people's opinions that would agree or disagree on that, but I'll leave that up to you. How do you feel about Chris Jericho winning the AEW World Heavyweight Championship and everything else really that happened at AEW All Out? What are your thoughts and opinions? And same thing with NXT UK Takeover, and basically what you thought was the better show and stuff like that, what you liked, what you didn't like, and everything else in between. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, be sure to like the video if you liked it. As always, hit the subscribe button as well for the subscribe button, and as well the notification bell to stay notified for all my videos. And if you're here on Periscope, be sure to leave the hearts, be sure to leave the comments and all that good stuff. So that about does it for this video. I'll definitely be back most likely on Saturday, because that's something for big time wrestling. I know for me, I'll be doing a day in the life. I don't know about for Brother Chris on that, so stay tuned for both our channels and to see what else we'll be doing. And of course, we got 2 months away, WrestleCade is coming up, so a lot of really dope stuff to look forward to. So that about does it for this video. Be on the lookout for more future Periscope videos, so definitely follow me on there as well. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video, whenever the hell the next video may be, and I'll catch you guys in the see ya and peace.
Get it, I got it. Tryna go down. Okay, forget it, I got it. Okay, forget it, I got it. You kids ain't really about it. I say posh, I'm tryna go diamond. Okay, forget it, I got it. Okay, forget it, I got it. These boys ain't really about it. I say side tryna overaccomplish. Okay, forget it, I got it. Don't worry, I got it for real. Don't worry, I'm honest as hell. Don't worry, I keep it a bill. Honestly, Phil, you finna go fail. So when you say my name, you better go chill. Never know when, you never know where, but chances are I run it in there. Something's weird, you shit in my tracks for a couple of years. Now you love it when you suckers appear. Think I got a motherfucking idea? Oh yeah, and I got another one here. Ain't forever, but you never compare. I just got this devilish stare to what my reflection said in the mirror. But after this, but the all be